everyone, we did an extra trip to Sam's Club this week. We were looking for a couple of things, specifically school related. Sometimes we go to Aldi's and they have like little workbooks and things, and we needed an extra now that we have 4 children right now. I had packed the bag at the beginning of August. We added a 4th child in December. So I needed another couple of things to add. I knew the Sam's Club had a large variety of like journaling things and books and things. This time they didn't have journaling. We ended up having to go to Walmart for that. But they had some really cool finds that I just wanted to do a quick haul to show you, and like one food thing that I didn't know about. Maybe 1 or 2, but I'll show you that later. But let me turn around and show you the school related items that we picked up from our local Sam's Club. First of all, it's our first time buying anything from their deli section. I think it's still technically deli section. And baking instructions are 50 minutes. I'm probably gonna microwave it. It does say you can microwave it, just not in these, because these are actually aluminium, however you say it. So we're probably gonna nuke them, but normally it would be wrapped with foil and then bake them. I probably bought more than what we needed, but there was a guy doing samples and he also put bacon in it and it was just really good. And it was one of those days I needed a quick meal, so I ended up with 2. Oh, and here's the bacon we're adding to it. Gonna try this for the first time too. Also doing this on a cleaning day, so like this is on my bed right now. So if you see like wrinkles in it, that's why. Anyways, so the first thing right here, it was $9.98. This is an Awesome Animals one. The other 3 girls had sticker books. 2 of them are Atlas related and 1 of them is science related. So I wanted to get another older kids sticker book for our foster teen right now. This is what I found at Sam's. You probably saw the back of it right here, but like there's little stickers that you put on each of these pictures. So it has this beautiful artwork in the background, then it has these slots. They're not numbered, but they have specific shapes. So what you do is you say, okay, it's page 19. So then you go in the back and you look for the sticker set that says page 19, and as you can see, here it is, page 19, and there's 1 page for every one. Now all the stickers have numbers on them, but the pictures themselves on some of these, like the one on page 19, did not have numbers on them, but some of the ones towards the back do. But that way you can just kind of look, match, try to figure out which one goes where. But I thought this would be a fun, more detailed one for her to do for whenever we're doing it. And again, this is for our travel schooling bag. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up here. I packed our travel schooling bag in August because there's days that we just need to grab our travel school supplies and go. And we just had a day yesterday where we needed to do travel schooling on the road. And what I can go through another video of how I give my kids credit for travel schooling, whatnot. But this is for her to add to that bag. This is because one of the things that we are looking at as trying to get back to traveling is not only knocking off more states off of our list. We only have 7 or 8 off right now. We're trying to do all 50 states. One of the biggest things we want to look at are the national parks. Most places, the national parks are either cheaper or honestly, like we're not really like big city people. There's a couple cities on our list, but most of ours is looking and exploring the nature of the beautiful country that we live in. So the national parks was a big bonus for us. So to find a book for $9.98 that has all of the national parks. So honestly, when I saw this, I was like, oh cool, it'll have this, this already comes with all of the postcard stamps that we need for a national parks postcard book or passport book. We have a national park, United States National Parks passport book, but it doesn't. You still have to buy the individual stickers. And here's some of the stickers right here. Sorry, I'm going backwards and forwards. But you still have to buy the individual national parks passport stickers at each national park. But that's okay. That was not what I thought it was, but it's okay. It still has like really cool stickers to add in. And here are some other things about it too. So like the Channel Islands, Water Wonders, Hot Springs, the Gateway Arch, the Theodore Roosevelt, Dry Tortugas, Lassen Volcano, Crater Lake. So like it has all of the Grand Teton's on our list. All of the national parks in here. This is ours. This is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This is in our backyard. We absolutely love it, which is another reason why we fell in love with national parks. So I thought this would be a fun one for like using for planning for trips, using to study up on places before we go, because this is a really heavy book. So taking this even on road trips, let alone like as we're looking into eventually flying to some destinations, this will probably be heavier than what we want, but this would give us like a lesson to do before. And like, again, this would go into extra things that we do for our kids for school credit that are not just like book and pencil things for kids to do. So I thought this would be a great addition for planning and looking at for traveling. Okay, here's the iffy one. So let me do this. This is the book I bought for my foster teen. This is the other book that we bought today. So the reason why I didn't do this one for her is because this was more for everybody. I figured this was going to be one of the everybody books. Also, you can see the size difference. I'm not even sure this is going to fit in our travel schooling bag. So what Matt and I were talking about was Matt has some idea. I won't spoil it here because the kids aren't within earshot. Matt has some gift ideas for the kids as we are, and he is fully supporting, like, we want to, all of our family wants to get back out and start exploring again. With Matt, it's more of if he can get off work, and we're not going to check off new states on our list if he wants to go, or like any new state. We're not going to check off a new state on our list if Matt cannot get off work to go. We would go to states that we've already visited and some of the parks that like Matt physically can't hike because he does have some lower back issues and things, or stuff like that. So like there's places we're not going to go, but there's stuff that he wants to do with the kids too. And one of his goals was to start buying some things for the kids specifically for travel. So he and I both, when we saw this, was like, yes, this is a definite. So it kind of freaks me out because there's a Black Widow picture on the back. This also has stickers and things, but like, okay, I'm actually going to have to go to the front. This was the biggest selling point for me. You can literally color every state that you've been to, and then it also shows or teaches you how to color like the state that you live in, a different color from the states that you're visiting. And here's a spot where you fill in information about your state right here. Maybe not do street address in here. When we travel, we're kind of a little more particular about that, but like here's one on just the first state that was started, north and south, the east and west, animals across America. So like it has like all little fun facts like that. There's even, if I get to right here, there are coloring pages right here that are for international destinations. Antarctica, the ocean, where's some others? Dress up from around the world. There was some specific, okay, there was Asia. Where's another specific one? It just says adventures around the world. Here's all of North America. But it has like some specific ones. Europe, here we go. There's a Europe one. Can you spot and color the things from Europe? And it gives like a list of things that you need to color from Europe. Pack your own bags, stuff that you can look at packing for specific adventures, matching things. So I thought this was a really big activity book that we could all do together. And Matt and I were talking about, like, if we wanted to take this is something that I'll do another video on it if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. We pack stuff for specifically hotel stays, and the purpose of that is if the kids want something to, like, if we usually end up back at our hotel at dinner time, and then we don't go out the rest of the night unless we're doing like a nighttime activity. So what we do is we pack a bag of stuff for the kids to do in hotel, not just for travel, but like in hotel things that they can do. They have travel journey books and things. If you want to know like our full list of that, let me know in the comments below. But Matt and I were like, you know what? This will probably be a good idea for putting in my travel suitcase, where like if I travel with my laptop, this is where that would go, and it would give us like something fun to do in hotel while we're traveling. Here is our big find in the school supplies area. Like, to me, it was with all the school supply stuff. They had like kids reading books, they had preschool workbooks and things like that. This was in like the preschool workbooks with the national parks book you just saw a show and all that. And yes, before everybody says anything in the comment section, I am fully aware that children in different ages have different levels of how much virtual reality they can tolerate at one time. So we are fully aware of all that and are very cautious with going into virtual reality items without, you know, we're not just rushing into this and going to let them be on it like all day. We are aware of like dangers of use of that for too much long extended periods of time. Plus, my phone is the only thing, mine and Matt's phone's the only thing that really fit on here. So for now, it's not a huge to go. But virtual reality galaxy. So it comes with a free app, or there is a free app that you can download with it that this will come with. It has an activity book right here on the cover, and all the boxes at the store were damaged. This is the best looking one that we found. But like, it has, you know, this first page, and then it goes into talking about the virtual reality, table of contents, tells you where to download all the things. And I won't show you everything in here because it's a paid book, but like, there's little different things in here about, you know, the solar system in general. Then it comes with the actual virtual reality glasses. But what it also came with was a solar system, paint your own solar system kit. And I figured for $30. And so I love our curriculum, but sometimes one of my kids may want to focus on something different and specific in science. We will go into another video if you all want to know about Monarch and how we do things a little different. So what we're going to be doing is possibly this summer we'll do a course on solar system and let all the kids take turns with the virtual reality glasses and do the galaxy and do a whole like thing, not like a whole sit down, let's do school kind of thing, just like a fun interactive thing for like galaxy, planets, stargazing, things like that. And so I thought this was a really great fit for that. And honestly, when I told Matt is more of looking at like tech stuff for me and pricing it for me. When I told him this whole thing was only $30, he was surprised. Because even like just these kits right here can be outrageous, let alone like, you know, a full-on lesson book that comes with it and the virtual reality goggles. So we both thought that $30 was a great deal on this set. On today's episode of Do Not Go to the Store Hungry and Tired While Shopping for Food, I read this label at $2.58. It is $2.58 a pound for these mac and cheese. But I'm actually filming, that first clip that I filmed of the mac and cheese I actually filmed last night to just go ahead and do it. And then I'm inserting it in before this one just because for order consistency. This whole pan filled all of us like as a side dish. Like not as a main dish, but as a side dish. This whole pan filled all 6 of us up for dinner last night. And we had okay, it's not in my freezer, but we had a bag of the Sam's Club brand, not a Chick-fil-A chicken bites. And we also had 1 Sam's Club Caesar salad, which by the way, those look smaller than they actually are. We always have leftovers with 1 bag of those versus all these ones we were having to use 2 to 3 bags of meal. Anyways, and it's cheaper for the Sam's ones. But one of those salads, one of these, and the chicken. And the reason why we even looked at these was normally we get there early enough in the morning. We have one of the early access memberships from 8 to 10 a.m. They don't have samples. We were just walking there. Like we weren't even trying to go for like samples. I know some people do that. But we weren't even like looking for samples. He was just there as we were walking through. So we tried it. And their mac and cheese is amazing. The cost of like what you would pay for this pasta with the cheese sauce, with real cheese, cook it yourself, and all that, and all the prep time. To me, the $8.36 was worth it. Plus, if you buy a bag of this real crumbled bacon, so this is sold in their deli section. This is sold in their pantry section. So until you open this is 100% pantry stable, and it's real crumbled bacon. It is really, really good. We added some to the salad. We added some to the mac and cheese. We have plenty left over. I'm actually thinking of making, I know I'm making mac and cheese for lunch today, and we had it for dinner last night, but I'm looking at making Alfredo this week, and I may, instead of like trying to thaw out some chicken, I may literally just do bacon with it because, so it wasn't like the cost that we thought it was going to be, but still, like if you compare it, and the fact that again, it fed a family of 6 out of one of these pans, plus a little bit left over, it was a really good deal. And this, I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up. So that's it for our Sam's Club homeschooling haul and deli review. I think that I would definitely do that again if like I needed a quick side or something. But that is it for this video. Thank you to all of our members for helping to support this comment. Thank you to all of you for subscribing and watching and supporting me with your positive comments. And we will see you next time.